Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show, and for you today, we have a bacon cheeseburger pizza. And the standard dough recipe is what it is. 5 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of salt, and a pack of instant yeast. Again, done this 3 times already. And then you just want to spin this around, let everything get incorporated. But the unique thing about the pizza today is the liquid that I'm using. For the liquid I'm using, this must be pale. It's a beer brewed by the Dual Citizen Brewing Company and a local brewer from Minnesota. So that's what I'm using for the liquid. And just want to pour that beer right in there. Again, the beer I let sit in the fridge for couple of hours to A, get it super cold, and B, to release some of the carbonation. And then you just want to put the dough hook attachment on and let this mix for 8.5 minutes. Alrighty, and here's a little tip from Dave. When you're trying to get exact weights on dough balls, again, just use your kitchen scale. And this will ensure each one of them are even, they weigh the same. Again, we're looking for 1 pound balls. And then you're going to let these proof. I like to do it in a cold oven for at least 2 hours. Also, another tip, rub your hands with olive oil before handling the dough. And as you can see here, this is what I was talking about. You want to cover it loosely-ish with Reynolds wrap, plastic wrap, or clear film, or however you pronounce it. And again, let it hang out in a cold oven for 2 hours. All right, let's make the sauce for the pizza. What you have here is a can of 28 ounces of San Marzano tomatoes. And then you want 3 cloves of garlic that are minced. Salt and, of course, pepper to taste. And then you want a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. A pinch of red pepper flakes. And 2 teaspoons of balsamic vinegar. And then you just want to put the blender on high for about a minute. And then just pour it into a bowl. Maybe a minute, maybe 2. Just make sure everything's well incorporated. And again, this is a virgin sauce. I'm not going to cook it. I know there's a debate, but right now, that's where I'm at. So just pour this in a bowl, and I'll see you when pretty much our dough's getting ready. And you want to take about 1 to 1.5 pounds of hamburger and fry that up. Of course, season with salt and pepper. And don't forget to fry up a pound of bacon as well. Okay, I've got my deep dish pizza pan all ready to go. And just gonna slam that pizza down, beat the snot out of it, get the frustrations out until we have stretched it to the edges of the pan. And be careful not to tear it in the middle, obviously. All right, now we've got our pizza dough stretched. It's ready to go. Now time to add the sauce. Now, I generally like a little bit more sauce than probably the average person. So I tend to sauce just a bit heavier than most. Use as much or as little as you like. Just try to make sure every single space, leaving about a ½ inch for the crust, is at least touched by sauce. And then you want to add that cooked ground beef that we made. And then you want to add a generous amount of bacon. And then you want to add some onions. And now time to add the cheese. And what this is a combination of mozzarella and cheddar. And you want to give this a pretty good dusting of cheese. And then add some pickles, because as I've always said, if a burger doesn't have pickles on it, it's probably going to be garbage. Same principle applies to pizza. So load these up like you would pepperonis. And then just top off with a little bit more cheese. And then you want to pop this into a 550-degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes. After the 10-minute mark, keep your eyes on it. Check it about every minute. Again, we want the cheese golden and bubbly. We want the crust golden brown. That's what we're going for. And through the magic of cooking show editing, our pizza is done. Look at that. We're not quite done yet with it. A few other things we got to do. One, we have to fight with our squeeze bottle, and we got to add some ketchup to it. Remember, it's a bacon cheeseburger pizza. And then add a streak of mustard. Be a little bit more conservative with the mustard than the ketchup. Mustard is a much stronger flavor. And then you just want to start slicing this up. And that's pretty much it. Bacon cheeseburger pizza. Done.